My psychiatrist has really helped me deal with my trauma. If it wasn't for her, I don't even want to think where I'd be.
She's given us our life back.
I want to choose psychiatry because I have quite a lot of interests. And I find that psychiatry gives me a unique opportunity because there are so many different areas in psychiatry. You could go into forensic psychiatry, you could go into adult acute, you could be working with children with eating disorders. And I think just that variety means that you're never really bored and you have something that keeps you excited in the career. I think there's always a huge focus in medicine about the patient-doctor relationship, and you're always told that, it's one moment of your life, it's the rest of theirs. But there are very few areas in medicine where that's actually properly captured, where you actually get to see how their life changes as a result of your intervention. And for me, that's one of the most fascinating parts, being able to see that improvement.
My family home was bombed. I was terrified. People were screaming, running for their lives. The bombing was all around us every day. We came to the UK, but in my head, it felt like I was still there. Since a psychiatrist started helping me, I've been feeling a little better each day. He says I'm doing well now and that I'll recover over time. It's made a big difference.
Being a trainee in psychiatry is brilliant. The core years can have its challenges, but prepares you well for your specialist training. There's different competencies you have to achieve, and they're not always easy. These things take time and practice. After my foundation years, I took a career break to start a family. This became 6 years, and what I found was that psychiatry welcomed me back. And I really appreciate this, and I think this is quite unique to our speciality as well. I'm really excited about becoming a consultant and the platform this will give me to make a change on an organisational level.
I moved back to the city after I split up with my girlfriend, but I couldn't get a job and I didn't have anywhere to live. I got into drugs and everything just sort of slipped away. But one night I passed out on the street and the police took me in. I ended up being referred to psychiatric services for addiction, and that's when I met her. That's when I met my psychiatrist. She's really worked with me and helped me to understand what was behind the addiction. She's also taught me techniques to help me get through it. I was in a really tough spot, but I'm clean now.
I'm Marcin. My job is to try and make life better for patients with autism. Although it sounds like a cliche, I wake up every morning feeling absolutely excited about being able to see my patients. I'm now a senior specialty doctor, a tutor, educator, assistant medical director. There are so many opportunities. I'd recommend a career in psychiatry because you are not alone like in other specialties. You always have a fantastic team around you.
When Jill, my wife, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, she fell apart. She couldn't see the point of living anymore. It's a death sentence, she'd say. She became depressed and wouldn't eat. It was pretty hard for me too, seeing her like that. Our psychiatrist's been amazing. She tried different approaches and found medication that worked. The dementia's still there, but life's much better. Jill smiles and laughs now. And I feel like I've got my wife back.
I work in neuroscience, which means that my team and I work to try to understand how the brain and the central nervous system work. The work we do in academic psychiatry is particularly important because it can affect the future of the treatments and change possibly the field for the next century. It is an amazing feeling when you do research and you actually manage to find something that will change eventually the life of people who are suffering at the moment. I would recommend everyone to do psychiatry. It's so creative compared to other fields of medicine, such an exciting and rewarding job. Choose
To make a difference.
Choose
Psychiatry.